In the quiet wetlands of the Americas lives one of nature's most extraordinary hunters. At first glance, only a slender neck glides above the surface, moving with the silent grace of a snake. But beneath the water is not a reptile at all. It is the Anhinga, often called the snake bird. A master of underwater hunting, whose remarkable adaptations have fascinated biologists and bird enthusiasts for generations. Our story follows one Anhinga family through an entire breeding season. From the careful construction of a nest to the moment their young become skilled hunters. As the breeding season begins, a bonded pair selects a sturdy tree rising above the shallow swamp. Working together, they gather dry sticks one by one, patiently weaving them into a platform nest. Safely positioned above the water, the nest becomes their sanctuary. Once the nest is complete, the female lays her pale bluish eggs. Both parents share the demanding task of incubation. While one bird remains to guard the nest, the other ventures out in search of food. Feeding is where the Anhinga reveals its true brilliance. Unlike other birds that streak from the air, this bird hunts almost entirely beneath the surface. It slips quietly into the water until nearly its entire body disappears. Propelled by powerful legs, while only its long neck occasionally breaks the surface. Hidden among submerged branches and aquatic plants, it moves with remarkable patience, stalking unsuspecting fish before unleashing a lightning-fast thrust with its razor-sharp bill. When the hunter resurfaces, its work is not yet finished.
Holding the fish securely on its spear-like bill, the Anhinga skillfully tosses and rotates the prey
until it can be swallowed head first, reducing the risk of sharp fins becoming lodged during ingestion. Every movement reflects millions of years of evolutionary refinement. Unlike ducks, however, Anhingas lack fully waterproof plumage. Their feathers become soaked during repeated dives, making flight more difficult. For that reason, one of the species' most iconic behaviors follows nearly every successful hunt. Perched high above the swamp, the bird spreads both wings wide to the sun, allowing warmth and wind to dry its feathers before the next underwater pursuit. Yet even in this peaceful landscape, danger is never far away. One quiet morning, while the female remains with the eggs and the male has departed to fish. Unlike ducks, however, Anhingas lack fully waterproof plumage. But the watchful parent notices the subtle movement almost immediately. Stretching its neck high and flaring its wings, the Anhinga rushes forward with a series of rapid defensive strikes. After several cautious advances and retreats, the snake abandons its attempt, leaving the precious clutch unharmed. Weeks later, faint sounds emerge from inside the nest as the eggs begin to hatch. Tiny chicks break free from their shells and instinctively stretch upward, begging for food. From that moment on, life becomes an endless cycle of fishing trips and feeding visits. The parents dive again and again into the surrounding waters, returning with fresh catches that are carefully regurgitated into the mouths of their rapidly growing offspring. The chicks transform quickly. Soft down gives way to juvenile feathers. Their necks lengthen, and their movements become more coordinated with each passing day. Soon, they begin climbing onto nearby branches, testing their balance, and strengthening wings that will one day carry them across the wetlands. Watching the adults closely, the young birds absorb every lesson. They observe the silent underwater approaches, the explosive strikes, and the careful handling of captured fish. The dive is clumsy, the timing imperfect, and the fish escape in every direction. Failure, however, is part of the learning process. On a later attempt, persistence pays off. With growing confidence and improved precision, the young Anhinga finally spears a small fish of its own. It surfaces cautiously, manipulates the catch into position, and swallows it successfully. It is a modest meal, but a defining milestone. Beneath the calm surface, large crocodiles occasionally cruise through the channels in search of opportunity. Whenever unusual ripples or hidden movement betray their presence, the Anhingas respond not with confrontation, but with caution. As the season draws to a close, the once fragile chick has become an accomplished hunter. It now slips effortlessly beneath the water. And delivers precise strikes with the same spear-like bill that once seemed oversized on a nestling. Nearby, the original nest still rests among the branches. A quiet reminder of the weeks of dedication that made this transformation possible. As evening light settles across the marsh and golden reflections dance upon the water, the Anhinga family gathers one last time on their familiar perches. Their breeding season has come to an end. Preparing for the next generation that will hatch, hunt, and ultimately carve out its own place. In this remarkable aquatic world, a quiet reminder of the weeks of dedication that made this transformation possible. A testament to the enduring power of nature and the beauty of life in the wetlands. Where every day is a new opportunity to thrive. The Anhinga, a symbol of resilience. And a master of its environment. A true icon of the American wetlands. Whose story is one of survival and the beauty of life in the wild. A story that continues to unfold. And each new generation The Anhinga, a true master of the swamp. A testament to the enduring power of nature. And the beauty of life in the wetlands. Where every day is a new opportunity to thrive. And every challenge is a chance to grow. And a master of its environment. A true icon of the American wetlands. Whose story is one of survival. And the beauty of life in the wild. A story that continues to unfold. With each passing season and each new generation.